This show is brought to you by Tazkiyah Tours.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to everyone to the quest for Umrah. This is an amazing show. I am your host, Javeer Mia, and I'm so glad to be with all of you here today to be able to embark in this quest and journey to see who among the many people competing today will be the top 3 families, friends or individuals to get that glorious reward and a chance to move to the grand finals. We'll get into all of the nitty-gritty in just a moment, but the most important thing is that the three minutes to join before we start the show has already begun, and I need you to go to the website at emanchannel.tv/quest for Umrah and register right now. You get a code to participate, and it's your chance to win in this competition. I mean, it's free. What are you waiting for? Don't just sit there. You got a couple of hours until, you got a couple of hours until iftar. What are you doing? This is your chance to win for Umrah. Right. Now, with that said, let's go through the glorious rules of the show. We've got 2.5 minutes left for everybody, but I want most people and everybody who participates on this program to remember, more than anything else, the most important thing is that this program incurs a delay in broadcasting. That means on your device, you are playing on your mobile device, your smart devices, or even your computer. But there is a delay between that and the television. The television is about 8 seconds behind, and so do not listen to the television to participate. Pay attention to your device. Can't stress how important that is. Next important thing for all of us to remember is that it is the fastest and most correct answer that wins. It is the correct answer, and that is scored at the fastest possible time. Those score the most points and those reach the top of the table. And if you reach the top of the table, then you will be among the top 3 of families, friends, or people, individuals who go through, and we will see you at the final. Inshallah. That is an exciting thing. Your final step for those who are the top 3, this is only for you, is that you must take a screenshot of the final screen on your device. Take a screenshot on your device and send it over to the email at questforumrah@emanchannel.tv. Remember this email address. We will tell you again at the very end of the show. Oh, we have less than 1 minute left, so I hope everybody's registered and we will be able to go through the show. Now, remember, we are on episode 3. We have 6 episodes of these qualifying rounds to find out who will make it to the grand final. Today's is episode number 3, and we will find out who goes through. We've had 6 winners already, so there's 6 people already secured their place in the grand final. We need to wait for the next 3, and we will find out who is that going to be. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be you? You've got 20 seconds to sign up right now. Sign up. Get onto it, because once we start, the train moves and we're off on the quest for Umrah. Whoa, I am excited. We've got a few more seconds left. Make sure you don't miss out. Make sure you tell your friends and families. Get ready, everybody. Pay attention to your devices. We're about to begin this roller coaster. Let's go. Woo! The quest begins. We're going straight away into round 1. It's going to be a general knowledge challenge. Pay attention to your devices. The first question. Oh, before we do the first question, let's give everyone just a moment to register or write down your team name. I just remembered, the team name comes in at the start of the presentation. So this is your chance. Do it now. If you don't get to input your full name, don't worry. You'll have multiple chances throughout the show to do this. We'll go into the first question. Pay attention to your devices. What is the hottest chili pepper in the world? All right, the question is, What is the hottest chili pepper in the world? Is it Naga, Scotch bonnet, Carolina Reaper, or red pepper? Ooh, so many people are already scoring in their votes in now, making their guesses. Which one is it? I am not too sure myself. Like, I'm not a big chili fan. I really struggle on the Naga. I cannot imagine what happens to me if I was to have the Scotch bonnet or the Carolina Reaper. And it looks like a lot of you know your spices, know your peppers. Carolina Reaper was the correct answer, with 62 of you scoring at the right ones. Let's see how this has changed, or rather set up the leaderboard. Let's see what this has done. Who are the ones who have come off the blocks and scored the biggest marks and scored the fastest thing? It looks like Idris Malik and Team Umrah and Team Ihsan are on their way. They're at the top, but this is early games. This is just early games, everybody. Don't you fret. It just happens. A lot have scored within 30 points of each other, so that top 10, that's like 30-point difference, so easy. Let's move on to the next question. Pay attention to your devices. Pay attention to your devices. Question 2. How old do you have to be to stand for president in the United States of America? Is it 40, 30, 25, or 35? Please vote in your answers, and we will find out who are the smartest, who are the fastest, and who, well, scored the most points after all. And we're going to see the time is 2, 1, and let's see. The score is, whoa, it's a very widespread result. We see a lot of people didn't really quite know. I couldn't quite know myself. 35 was the correct answer, and surprisingly, 35 people got it right. Oh, brilliant. Let's go to the scoreboard and see how that has changed up the situation at the top. It was Idris Malik, he were up there, but you are nowhere to be seen. Team Hassan, you have fallen down to lower down. Oh, you're up there, number 4. Bell, Millie, Mars, you have got it out, but Mars was the fastest of round number 2. Let's move on to question number 3. This show is going on a roll. You all got to keep up and pay attention to your devices. Question 3. What percentage of the human body is made up of water? Is it 60%, 75%, 50%, or 90%? Who knows the right answer? Oh, those of you who studied your GCSE science, you will be quite privy to the answer. It's a clever one, but it's something for everyone. No. I mean, some people may be made up a bit more. Now, 75% is a good answer, but I think that's closer to how the Earth is. 60% is the human body, and that's what we are made up of. Let's see what this has done to the scoreboard. We're running short on the third time for the first round. Millie, you didn't score any points. Oh no! Looks like Millie's going to have a little drop to the bottom. She's all the way down there towards number 7, I think, or 6, 8. But we have Belle, who's leading it. Tom, Dr. Centipedes, Casper, AD Team, Diablo, and Zohin Berger, Millie, Islamic Warriors, Zara, Isat. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Let's go on to question number 4. Pay attention to your devices, because the question's coming into you right now. What is the tallest mountain in Africa? Is it Atlas, K2, Himalayas, or Kilimanjaro? What is the tallest mountain in Africa? Atlas, K2, Himalayas, or Kilimanjaro? 114 people have already casted their vote of their answer. Let's see in 10 seconds who is going to be the right fastest of them all. MashaAllah, this is one intense quest from I think it's Kilimanjaro. I mean, I'm right. This is my favorite mountain. That's the only one I kind of know, Kilimanjaro. Well, Himalayas I know. I don't know about Atlas and K2. Let's see the scoreboard. 94 people got that right, but who is the fastest? Who scored the most points to make the biggest difference? And I don't believe we see the fastest. So the fastest, whoever you were, oh, it's you, Belle. You were the fastest, and you are leading this race. All right, Belle, you're taking this. All right, let's move on to question number 5, because we've got not enough time, but a lot more questions to go. Pay attention to your devices. What language is spoken in Brazil? Is it Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, or French? Oh, now, those of you clever enough to know your world geography, you would know quite, it's a very particular language, but I believe, and it's obviously not Brazilian, I've never heard of that. But it's Portuguese. That's my answer. those of you who watch a lot of those footballs, then you will know. 104 people got that right, and let's move on to the leaderboard and see how that has changed up everything. Let's have a look. Looks like Belle, are you still at the top? And Casper, are you going to take it over? Looks like I believe Casper scored the highest. Oh no, Frosty was the fastest, but Casper, mashallah, you're up there. Belle, he's kept the lead. Bella's a 74-point difference from the top and a 30 points difference again. Shami was the fastest. Oh, we got a double fastest. Frosty and Shami have scored both of the fastest. That's a credible feat to have. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6, everybody. Pay attention to your devices. What is the largest mammal in the world? Is it a bison, a blue whale, an elephant, or hippopotamus? What is the largest mammal in the world? Bison, blue whale, elephant, hippopotamus. Those of you who are just tuning in at home and just not participating in the competition, it's okay. Tell us all your votes. Shout it out. Put it in the comment section. Everyone, get involved. This is the Quest for Umrah show. Let's see who's got it right. 115 people have said blue whale. Who was it that said elephant? And who shamefully said hippopotamus? If it was you, let's go to the scoreboard and we'll find out. Let's go to the scoreboard and see how we have changed. Let's see how we have done. Okay, mashallah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Doctor said to me, you're the fastest on this one. Really creeping up like a little caterpillar up there. Let's see the scoreboard. And we're going to go to the break before we end round 1. So there's one more question left in round 1. Stay tuned to your devices. We're going on a few minutes break. Until we come back, see you then. Assalamu alaikum.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
This show is brought to you by Tezkiya Tours. This show is brought to you by Tazkiya Tours.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
Wow, mashallah. We're back. Pay attention to devices because we've got round one still to come, still to finish. I'm your host, Javeer Mir. You're watching the Quest for Umrah show. And I say, let's get right into it because this competition is intense. This competition is intense and it's keeping me up to my pacing. Let's go to the end of round one. We're at question number 7. Everybody pay attention to your devices. Get ready. The question is, what is the smallest planet in our solar system? What is the smallest planet in our solar system? Is it Venus, Earth, Jupiter, or Mercury? Ooh, who knows which is the smallest planet? I believe it was Venus. I think Venus was the smallest planet, unless it's Mercury. It's really between those two. I don't believe Earth or Jupiter, especially Jupiter. I mean, 105 of you have answered. Let's see, who answered Jupiter? 5 of you said Jupiter. Who said Jupiter? Mercury is the correct answer, with 86 of you scoring the correct answer. Let's go to the scoreboard and see how this has impacted the end of round 1. Let's see. Are we going to get to see? No. Round 2 is about to begin, and before we go to round 2, we have to see the scoreboard. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Looks like Hula Hoop has just shot up to the leaderboards at top 10. You have a chance to take the top 3. Bell is holding a position up there, but I believe his lead of 70 has moved down to about a lead of 60, which means, Tom, you're catching up, you're creeping up for that first place prize. Let's go to round 2, which is going to be the topic, food. Ooh, I could do with some food after all of this. Right, the question 8 is going to begin, so pay attention to your devices. What is the main ingredient in guacamole? Is it pear, avocado, yogurt, or apple? What is the main ingredients in guacamole? Pear, avocado, yogurt, or apple? 133 of you have already casted your votes in. I hope everybody knows what guacamole actually is. Now, I could do with a sandwich with some guacamole. So if family at home are listening, I want something with guacamole on, because I'm really hungry. 126 of you have casted your vote. Let's see how this has impacted the leaderboard, because this is going to hopefully change up the top 3. They've been holding their position at the top for a very long time. I want to see some noise. I want to see some changes. And Dr. Centipede has slipped off from 3rd place. We're going on to question number 9. Pay attention to your devices, everybody. Which country is known for inventing the croissant? Is it France, Belgium, Switzerland, or Austria? Oh, come on. Croissant. Which country is known for inventing the croissant? France, Belgium, Switzerland, or Austria? I believe it's got to be France. I mean, come on, it's the croissant. It's what they're really known for. I mean, I believe that's what they're known for, unless they're known for other things. But let's see how you all have performed. France was the majority vote by 109, but surprise, 10 of you were the only ones who really knew that Austria was the right answer. Woo. This is going to have major ramifications on the leaderboard. Let's have a look. I've really got to see how this has shaken everything up. Bell, Tom, Tweeto, Shami, Hula Hoop, massive changes. There you go, straight from the top to somewhere in the middle. Casper, Centipede, and Frosty are taking up the new leader positions. Mashallah, let's move on to question number 10 to keep the pace going up. Let's go question number 10. Pay attention to your devices. What is sushi commonly wrapped in? What is sushi commonly wrapped in? Is it spinach, chicken, seaweed, or rocket? Those of you who eat a lot of sushi, you'd know. I believe it was, 128 of you have voted already, so I believe it's seaweed. It's sushi, it's seaweed, it'll go hand in hand. Let's have a see how it goes. 117 of you have got that right. You see, just like the last question, we all thought it was the obvious. See, this time the obvious was right. Bell! What happened to Bell? You were leading the competition for a while, but you did not score on this one and have fallen all the way down. Someone's rocked his bell. Dr. Centipede, Casper, Frosty, you are top 3. Let's go to the next question and see how we can change things up. Can people make a recovery, or are we going to fall all the way down? What type of food is paneer? Is it a chickpea, butter, yogurt, or cheese? What type of food is paneer? Chickpea, butter, yogurt, or cheese? Whew. Alrighty. 125 of you have casted your vote, and I believe this one's is that chickpea, butter, paneer? I had that a lot. I'm now actually quite not too sure what it is. A lot of you said it was chickpeas, but everyone has said it was cheese, and cheese is the right answer. 97 of you. Let's see how this has impacted the leaderboard and how this has changed things up. Belle, mashallah, you're back in the winning ways again. You're getting it right. You're going to make that climb. Hula hoop was the fastest, scoring the most amount of points. Casper, Dr. Centipede, Frosty are the new leaders with a grand lead of about 1,000. So they're a bit comfortable, but don't get too comfortable, because still we've got a few more questions in this round, and we've got a whole other round afterwards. So a lot of things can change and shake up, and, you know, it could really, make it very interesting of how we perform going forward. Pay attention to your devices, everybody, because we're going to be moving on to the next question. Question number 12. Get ready. It's which type of pasta means little worms? Which type of pasta means little worms? Is it vermicelli, tagliatelle, macaroni, or ravioli? Is it vermicelli, tagliatelle, macaroni, or ravioli? I mean, my favorite is a good old macaroni. Oh, I'm getting all tongue twisted over here. Macaroni is my favorite. I love having some ravioli, but what's little worms? Vermicelli. Vermicelli is the correct answer. 85 of you have got that right. Some of you have got that wrong. That's about 45. I see 46 who've got it all wrong altogether. Let's see how that has impacted the scoreboard and how, if we've had a change at the top. Looks like we've got dominant leaders, but it looks like Casper took a little bit longer to answer. Slightly longer, but not too much. Frosty was the fastest, but Casper's lost that first place position. Dr. Centipede has climbed all the way up, and our favorite Belle is somewhere lurking right at the bottom. Thomas, Tweeto, Billy, Tom, you're all up there, and so is Mr. Croc. All right, let's proceed to the next question. Question number 13, and this one is going to come at you real fast, so be ready. What is the most expensive spice in the world? Vanilla, nutmeg, chickpea, or saffron? Wow. What is the most expensive spice in the world? Vanilla, nutmeg, chickpea, or saffron? Now I'd like to just understand one thing from him. Is chickpea a spice? I think that was maybe a red herring, or maybe that's the right answer. I think if I was a betting man, I'll go for chickpea, because it's out of nowhere, out of blue. It's just, and I would have been, with the 3 people, wrong. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world. I don't know my spices. Well, 123 of you at home know your spices, and I'm sure many of you know their stuff. Let's see what's going on in the leaderboard, how that has changed, and have we had new leaders or a new shake-up? It's very difficult in this competition, where when somebody takes the lead, they just consistently keep up the pace and pressure. But it's going to be the scoreboard of the top 3. The top 3 are really, but look at, oh wow. Pay attention to Dr. Centipede and Casper. There is a 1-point difference between the 2 of you. Literally, 1 point splits the 2 of you from first and second. I mean, that's quite amazing. Alhamdulillah, it is the top 3 that go through, so it's not too worried too much. And we're going to be moving on to the last question of this round. So pay attention to your devices. It's coming to you right now. Which country is the largest producer of coffee? Is it Colombia, Brazil, Peru, or Argentina? Which country is the largest producer of coffee? Colombia, Brazil, Peru, or Argentina? Now, I mean, I always believed coffee was a Colombian thing, you know? So I believe I'll go for Colombia if I was voting in this competition, which I would be with the 40 who also got it wrong. It's not Colombia. Colombian coffee is Brazil, the largest producer of coffee. Not the originator. I mean, maybe I'm wrong with the originator, but let's go to the scoreboard and see how we have changed and rocked up the entire boat. We're at the end of round 2. We'll be moving on to the round 3 when we come back after the break. But let's see how this has changed the scoreboard. The situation at the top is still lingers with Dr. Centipede, Casper and Frosty at the top. This has been one intense situation, intense competition. Croc, you are creeping up there. You need to really try your best to get to the fastest, because I believe Frosty has held the fastest answer several times now. I've seen Frosty repeatedly as the fastest answer. So, you know, contrary to the name, it's not really chili fingers. He's not frozen, sorry, he's fast fingers, he's hot fingers. Anyways, we're going to be going to a break in a short bit, and hopefully we'll be able to go through the round 3 to then cast to find out the winners. Remember everybody, this competition is the Quest for Umrah competition, where your winning prize is a journey to Makkah Mukarramah, and it'll be £3,000 given towards your package thing. So you can go with, you know, a group of others. It's a contribution towards your Umrah, and this is what it's all about, where it all began. This is Makkah Mukarramah. This is the house that Ibrahim, our father, built, and this is where the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, those of you who remember the story when they rebuilt the Kaaba, he placed that final brick when they rebuilt it because there was a dispute. Beautiful, 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 beautiful story in history. This is our, you know, house of worship. That's the most important place to us, but not as important as all of us here today and everyone around the world, all the Muslims all together having fun, enjoying and smiling. This is Ramadan, this is Quest for Umrah. We're going out for a break for round 2. We're coming back for round 3, so stay tuned, stay active on your devices, pay attention. Assalamu alaikum, see you after the break.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
This show is brought to you by Tazkiya Tours. This show is brought to you by Tazkiyah Tours.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back to the Quest for Umrah show. This is round 3 we're going to be moving into. I'm your host, Javeer Mia, and we've had quite a competition as far. We've had the leaders, I believe it was Dr. Centipede, Frosty, and Casper, who have been leading the race. We've had a few earlier leaders, but they fell down below, and I guess they're going to have to find their way to climb back up. But we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go head on straight. We've got not too long to get through the next final set of 7 questions. The next topic on hand is going to be Islamic knowledge. This is where it comes down to. We've had, I believe, general knowledge and then some food, but now it's Islamic knowledge. So let's get started. Pay attention to your devices. We're going to start straight away. How many prophets did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam meet on the night of Miraj? Is it 6, 10, 5 or 8? How many prophets did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam meet on the night of Miraj? Was it 6, 10, 5 or 8? That's a very hard question. Those of you who know the Isra wal Miraj would know it was... No, it wasn't 10. I was about to say 10. It was 8. It was 8. 8 messengers whom he met and had conversations with, and each one has a story of its own. And oh my gosh and golly, look at that. We've just had a rocker. Croc has taken top position with that. I mean, Islamic knowledge must be where Mr. Croc's all about. He's been learning all about the Islamic knowledge, mashallah, and he's just taking a shot right to the top. And that's what I mean. This competition, you never know. Any question will just change just like that. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 16. Which surah has the name Allah in every verse? Which surah has the name Allah in every verse? Is it Surah Al-Kahf, Surah An-Nas, Surah Mujadila, or Surah Yasin? Which surah has Allah mentioned in every verse? Oh man, you know, if I was guessing without any of those 4 options, I would have never guessed any of those 4. I was actually thinking it was Ash-Shu'ara, but now it's not. So, I don't know which one it could be. It's definitely not An-Nas, because we know it, but Mujadila, 38 of you have got it. This is a very varied response by many of you, and this is going to have real impacts to the leaderboard. Let's have a look. Surah Mujadila is the one, I think towards the last portions of the Quran. Dr. Centipede, Frosty and Shami, you didn't score any point. Croc and Casper have, but that's going to change. In the last segment, they were leading, but now all of a sudden, right off the bat, we've just changed everything. Croc, Casper, Dr. Centipede, you're up there at the top. Thomas, Frosty, you can still make it. Oh, there's 2 Thomas? Wow, Thomas is really going at it. There's 2 ISIS fast over there. All right, mashallah, let's go to the next question. Number 17. We're going to go start right away, so pay attention to your devices. What is Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu's full name? Is it Abdullah ibn Abu Quhafa, Abdullah ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Bilal, or Abdullah ibn Ali? What is Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, his full name? Abdullah ibn Abu Quhafa, Abdullah ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Bilal, or Abdullah ibn Ali? Wow, that was quite a mouthful, but I don't really know the answer. I'm not even going to guess. It's Abdullah ibn Abu Quhafa. MashaAllah, I say that's one thing. We all got to try to remember and try to learn our companions' actual names as well. This has had change impact on the leaderboard. Croc, oh no, your sudden rise to fame at the top may have just shot down. How far down? Only 1 rank, not too fair. MashaAllah, Casper has regained towards the top 3 position. Dr. Centipede is creeping up. He is about, 20 points behind Thomas. So Thomas, you better keep it up. And Croc, you are about 74 points up there. Let's get on to the next question, because we've got to keep this train moving. Which pillar of Islam commanded in the journey of Isra wal Miraj? Which pillar of Islam was commanded in the journey of Isra wal Miraj? Was it fasting, salah, zakah, or hajj? Oh, this is a very, very, very important question. I mean, those of you who know the story of Isra wal Miraj would know Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had a conversation, I believe it was with Musa alayhi salam, in this regard to what happens with salah. Oh, oops, Did I say the right answer? Oh, it was Salah. Looks like many of you knew what the thing is, what the correct answer was. But let's see who was the fastest and how that changes the situation around the board. Croc. Wait, we had so many people who got the answer right, and Croc was that one person who got it wrong. Was he the one who said fasting? I think he said fasting. Oh, subhanAllah, he just got shot all the way down. A sudden rise to fame for Croc has just got shot down to the bottom. But maybe he'll make a comeback. Casper, Thomas, Dr. Centipede, you're up there, but Thomas number 2 is the fastest on the scores. We're going to move on to the next question. Keep this train moving. This is one intense competition. I can't keep my breath up. Whose throne, question number 19, whose throne did Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam take? Whose throne did Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam take? Was it King Abdullah, Queen Latifah, King Charles, or Queen of Sheba? Was it King Abdullah, Queen Latifah, King Charles, or Queen of Sheba? 118 people have already voted. There's about another 7 more seconds to cast your vote. I mean, it's got to be King Charles, right? King Charles, huh? Oh, got him over there. Who said King Charles? I want to know which 4 people said King Charles. Please, just mention it on the YouTube comment section. Queen of Sheba is the correct answer. Let's see how this has had an impact. I wonder if we've had a change of situation with Thomas. Oh no, the Thomas the first has dropped down. He's the green one, and Thomas the second has taken his place. Now either they're in the same household or they're 2 completely different people. But it's 2 trains. He's doing real fast, real quick. MashaAllah, looks like only one Thomas could, win this competition. Casper, Dr. Centipede, you're up there too. We're going to move on to the next question. Question number 20. We're coming to the close of this competition, and it's going to be real fast, real nail-biter to see who takes the lead. Which Khilafah took control of Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem? Which Khalifa took control of Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem? Was it Salahuddin Ayyubi, Umar al-Khattab, Khalid bin Walid, or Mu'sab bin Umair? Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem was taken control by which Khalifa? Who took it? It was Umar bin Khattab, not Salahuddin Ayyubi, though he did kind of, but Umar bin al-Khattab was the one who did it the first. Not Khalid bin Walid or not Musa bin Umair. We've got 72 people who got the correct answer. Let's see the leaderboards and see how this has impacted the top situations. Millie? Oh no, Millie, we're already coming into the last set of the questions, and you've gone all the way down. Croc is making that slow and steady climb. He is 1, 2, 3 positions away from creeping into top 3, with not only being about a few hundred points behind. Casper, Dr. Centipede there. Hula hoop is the fastest. We're gonna move on to which I believe is the final question of this round 3 competition. Get ready. Pay attention to your devices. In Jannah, what is tuba? In Jannah, what is tuba? Is it a river, a fruit, a mountain, or a tree? I hope you are fast. As soon as the question came, you should know the answer. If any of you have learned about what tuba is, it is a grand something. Wait for it. I'll tell you. It's a tree. Whoa. We've got to hold off there for a moment. Take a look at this. 34 people, 16 and 31. That's quite a variety. Where we are going to have a shake-up at the top. Let's see. Well, we won't see, because I believe it's the end of round 3. We've got one more thing to find out: who and how this has impacted the situation. I'm just lost for words. I'm excited to find out what the situation is going to be at the top. Has Croc made the sudden comeback? Or if Bell made a surprise return? Is Thomas going to maintain his position? And is Casper and Frosty going to be up there? And let's not forget Dr. Centipede, who's just crept his way up there throughout the whole competition and decided to just, stay at the top. Well, we'll be coming back after a very short break, and we'll be announcing the winner. Remember, everyone, those of you who do win, inshallah, make sure you take a screenshot of your screen. Details will be provided after the break. Until then, stay tuned. We're coming back right after the break. Assalamu alaikum.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
This show is brought to you by Tazkiyah Tours. This show is brought to you by Tazkiyah Tours.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm all tongue twisted over here. I'm Javir, and this has been a bamboozling Quest for Umrah episode 3. This round has just been absolutely intense and just full of absolute fun. I mean, I enjoyed hosting it. Let's go and see right away. I want to see who the leaders are, because we had a crazy situation where the entire scoreboard it was just flatline. Like, you had so many people getting it wrong and right, and it's just, I don't know what's happened. Let's find out how this has shaped and changed our situation at the top. Who is the leader? And we're going to find out. The grand leader is not Hula Hoop, Bell, Croc or Billy. Oh no, but it looks like it's Casper, Dr. Centipede, Thomas. Oh, mashallah, those three are the top three highest scores. Casper, Dr. Centipede and Thomas. Make sure you take your screenshot and send it to that email address. Send it to that email address. There you are, first, second and third. MashaAllah. Take a screenshot of your device, send it to the email address at, I believe it was questforumrah@emanchannel.tv, and we'll be able to, secure your position for the grand final. Man, this has been an intense show. I am just absolutely excited and happy to have been able to have this opportunity to do this show with all of you and share this moment. Remember, send your screenshots just again. And everybody who's participated, we've got another opportunity tomorrow. It'll be with, I believe, Sammy, who'll be hosting the show with you, inshallah. Maybe I'll make a special appearance, who knows? Until then, see you tomorrow and the weeks after for 2 or 3 more competitions. I think round 4, 5 and 6 is yet to go. Then we'll go to the grand final. So make sure you continue to register, continue to participate, continue to enjoy and have some fun, because this is Ramadan and we get to all learn some very, very new stuff, like, chickpeas is not a spice. Anyways, Assalamu alaikum.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك